don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got a, and a, yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta. Talking what you doing here. I got a half a mind to hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in the pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, still gotta, still gotta.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field.
Fix my change real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way I get hectic. Don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You would say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me making rain in your hood like I weather the streets. So my label we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a Dylan. I got off the block. Cause the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my...
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start, and right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Nice little juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. There's Chris Olave. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now back to throw. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone, just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Shotgun now for Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 at a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His move.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
You look at this Saints defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Okay, ready?
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Saints will have the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. These two teams all tied after one. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier and they shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bit.
Oh, wide open, complete.
Through the middle of the field.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf.
An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Walker. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Devin Bush in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on fourth down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Trying the left side with Walker.
And some room to maneuver.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
19 Tiger, Bronco switch, Bronco.
Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 5. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's second and 10.
60 Maverick.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
70 Ranger.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stick it with Walker on second down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 79 Broncos.
They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Charbonnet, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes it to Olave. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Again, it's Johnson.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to...
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Viking 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Walker has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tiger. 18, Robert. 18, check, smash. Check, dragon, 60.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown from 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Check. Unlock line.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Trap 60.
They'll look to throw.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Seahawks,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL